on, sing it. What does the fox say? So my whole talk is going to be ding, 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 ding. All right, who here grew up watching Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy? Anyone? Just me? Show of hands? So I grew up in the 80s and 90s. We have 4 children in our family, and we all would gather on the couch every single evening to watch those 2 shows. And that instilled in me a love of games and game shows. So today we are doing a game show. Let me make sure. Yes, I'm going to go grab my hula hoop. Yeah, I know. Who doesn't have hula hoops in their living room? And also during the pandemic, I continued the energy of game shows with my own kid, who's right over there. Shout out to Isaac. Thank you for coming today. He's 10 years old, and we have played every single day for the past 2 years Jeopardy on Alexa and Question of the Day. We just reached 867 points. I know that's riveting, but we love games, so leaning into it. And that's a gift from last year, courtesy of Chad. So just FYI, if you do anything crazy during tonight's event, he could put you on Giphy. So, all right, we're going to do something called Wheel of Emotion. And let me make sure I don't hurt anybody with this. All right, so have you ever seen this chart of emotions? And have you ever heard the quote by Maya Angelou that says, people will forget what you say, they'll forget what you do, but they'll remember how you make them feel? So that's it. That's the only thing you have to remember from this talk is how did anything from this conference make you feel? Because feelings will definitely encourage you to keep going. So we're going to lean into the house of sustainability, and I'm going to get the first feeling because, yes, I wrapped this with feelings. Okay, I did that. That's all. It's pulling on the microphone. All right. The first feeling I'm going to go over is uncertainty. You have a lot of uncertainty in this house because there's literally no studs. So there's just a roof and the concrete, but the concrete is your character and reputation. And when I think of the feeling, the first feeling is uncertainty because I have faced a lot of uncertainty with moving. I moved 7 times in 14 years, and 2 of those were international moves. I moved to Germany, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, and I lived and traveled all around the world, but with that comes a lot of uncertainty. I'm going to make sure I really touch on this feeling. Has anyone here ever forgotten to put on deodorant? Yes, you've all lived with uncertainty then. All of you who have ever forgotten deodorant. I remembered it today, so I'm super certain. And by random story, I have gotten a brand sponsorship on LinkedIn for deodorant. I'm not even kidding. Professionals sweat. So, but first I'm going to talk about character and reputation because when I think about sustainability, I am pouring the concrete of my character and reputation. Being a single parent, out of the blue, 1 week I was married, the next week I wasn't. Overnight, my entire world exploded. I was an entrepreneur, but I also had what I considered the safety and security of a 2-parent income, and immediately in 1 week became a single parent. And what I learned from that uncertainty was I had to take a hard look at where I was going to show up online, how I was going to do it, how I was going to be a full-time single parent and run my business. And my biggest thing that I ever did was make this list. And this is my whole talk, is to tell you why I built everything I built on LinkedIn. It's extremely, for all the reasons you might say LinkedIn is boring or it's professional, it's also super stable. And I will also say one more thing about character and reputation. The relationships that we create, this is sustainability. What Jessica has built lasts. That's what sustainability is. It is something that lasts, and that is what this conference is. Look at how long this event and this conference bringing people together has lasted. Okay, so number 1, I needed to do this because I needed to increase hot referrals. what I needed to make sure was I wasn't chasing a ton of cold conversations and cold leads. So having a great character and reputation will mean that people will come to you a lot hotter because people know how to talk about you. The next one, top of mind recognition, having your reputation precedes you. That is what we want to happen. The next thing is testimonials and loyal customers are more likely to write you those great words, and more collaborations, more co-creation. So how do I do that? I have been, ever since that day in 2014 that I found out I was a single parent overnight, I leaned into this list, which is, here you go, how you make people feel. If all of you go home and take a 10-minute timer and sit down and just gut check how you want to make people feel for your character and reputation. So your character is how you want others to feel. Your reputation is how you wish other people would describe you. So that's my list. I made it in that desperation moment, and I said, that's it. I want to make people feel this way. I kind of want to feel this way. And I've leaned into that list, and it has served me every single day. I will tell you, this served me moving from platform to platform. It served me getting on Clubhouse. It served me every way. And I will tell you a story from Clubhouse. There was an executive leadership coach on LinkedIn asking for advice. And he was getting tons of advice from everybody, left and right. And I ended up saying this. He came back a year later, and he said, this is the thing that took his career to the next level. It seems so simple, but it really matters. And then the reputation. People will talk about you the way you want to be talked about if you stay steady. I think this is kind of fun. You can see my fox ears, party on top, business on the bottom here. And I think I'm pretty approachable, and sometimes I think I'm hilarious, although sometimes people will see that, and they'll challenge me. They'll tell me a joke. So I'll tell you a joke. What is a pirate's favorite talk from today's conference? What do you think a pirate's favorite talk would be from today's conference? The Future of VR by Mark Sutter. Sutter. All right, you got it. She's stealing my jokes. All right, I need a contestant. Who wants to spin the wheel of emotions? Anyone? I see a contestant. All right, spin. We've got our first spinner. Whatever blue strip your hand lands on, or however you want to spin it with your hand. Go crazy. Do it, do it. Wheel of emotion. Oh, geez. We don't want the emotion of pain. What's it on? What does it say? Oh. Surprise. Surprise, you won a fox. There you go. So my surprise story I want to share is I grew up running cross country and track, and I went from junior year running about 7-minute miles to my senior year. In between, what did I do? I went to running camp. That's when you become super focused and obsessed with doing one thing for 1 week. And I learned the power of that focus, doing nothing else but just waking up, eating, running, lifting weights, doing stretches, running. So I went from 7-minute miles to, the reason why that story is surprise, is because I surprised all the local coaches, and I made it into the local newspaper because I went to running a 5-10-minute mile. Holy crap. But the reason for that story is because that's the power of focus. And anyone here is capable of surprising their audience, surprising somebody with a gift of a fox. But again, wheel of emotion. So first pillar we're going to build is visibility. After the character. You got to pour the foundation first of a house, but visibility. I'm going to have to find somewhere to put this. Okay. Let's make sure. I think E.T. would try to hold it, but doesn't understand the concept. There is no waste there. Not much of a waste. Okay. So when I think about why I needed to maintain some visibility consistently, and do we all here consistently post? Sorry. I can't consistently post. With everything going on in my life, when my kid broke his arm, I couldn't consistently post. I was distraught that week because I didn't realize it was broken. Oh my gosh, I kept sending him to school. I'm so sorry. Literally, he couldn't even play in the gym, and I kept sending him to school till one day we were like, I think something's really wrong, and he'd gone a whole week with a broken arm. Talk about mom guilt. I'm actually embarrassed right now I'm even telling this story. But that's the point. I couldn't keep posting. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So I'm going to show you a couple of things I think about. Take back your power on social media. LinkedIn's giving you power. Own it. Focus on it. Give it that focus that I just told you about. Spend a few days just saying, I want to focus on a few things. The 2 things I focus on for visibility, that's it. It is not consistently posting. I will tell you that. Number 1, I consistently tell people to turn on the bell feature. If you turn on that bell, I never, and you never, have to worry about the newsfeed ever again. You own people getting a notification that you just posted. People will get a notification. They'll be like, oh my gosh, Katie just posted. What? So then why are you worried about the newsfeed? The algorithm can change. Turn on the bell. Turn on that bell. If you don't know about the bell, it is right there. You have to follow people, and they have to follow you on LinkedIn to turn it on, but you're going to turn on the bell. Are we all good? Okay, so we can't do surprise. We already got that one. So whatever you pick. Yeah, it's all good. I need to move out of the way. Woo! Do the foot one. Do the foot one. Yeah, the transition. What'd you get? Is it surprise?
Surprise is playful.
Oh, it's playful. Well, this was very playful. Oh, wait, you get a fox. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I was going to say, so for playful, like obviously using GIFs. And did you know that you can use GIFs on LinkedIn? Just upload them as a picture and you can use them. The other story I was going to share about being playful is the fact that 2019, the GIFs that Chad created for me, and he made 2 or 3. Actually, I think he made more. Where did Chad go? Yes, Chad, your gifts have served me so much. I owe you. But I have a GIF where I was like acting like I was talking on the phone, and I send that to people like, we should do a Zoom call. And so I got a few clients just putting that GIF and saying we should do a call. So it's not, how do I say this? Be relatable. You don't have to worry about being professional on LinkedIn. You can be what's called relatable. It doesn't mean you have to be as silly as me or put fox ears on, but you can have a GIF of your brand. I know Christina Gritman has amazing GIFs out there that are very quality GIFs and well-branded. So there's a lot of inspiration out there for using GIFs, so be willing to be playful. Next up, we have networking. Strategic networking has built sustainability in my life and my business. So stop scrolling the news feed. So number 1, you took away the news feed issue for other people to find your content, right? Now, stop scrolling the news feed yourself. Take back your power, take back your time, your energy, and go out and make sure your clients see you having great conversations with your current clients, your past clients, your referral partners, parallel partners. LinkedIn gives you commenting visibility. Comments are content. So if you stop scrolling the newsfeed, what do you do instead? I created a spreadsheet. Not all of you, I'm a chemical engineer by training, so that is my degree. So my first thing was spreadsheet with formulas and anyways, you don't need all that, but I have some people who have taken this advice And they've gotten their strategy to 15 minutes per week. Still, I've had a few people tell me that 15 minutes a week has closed them over $1 million of business in 6 months. Yes, it works because they're strategic with their likes and comments. They're not just running around liking, this post was super popular, or this went viral over here and I need to comment. They're strategic, and I'll show you who to be strategic on. Even at 5 comments per day, I'm going to show you the results for 5 comments a day. One is what I call reciprocal. Who the heck has been liking on you? Go like on them. Be reciprocal with your community. Doesn't mean you need to do 100 people a day. Take the time. I think I went and engaged with, I'm trying to think. I've tried to be reciprocal with so many of the speakers. I think I commented on your post, Rich. I was like, I think we're here. Oh, okay. Reciprocal behavior is powerful visibility, and it's powerful long-term relationship building. It doesn't mean I'm going to work tomorrow with anybody, but it means we're starting today. And public conversations convert so much easier to private. I keep saying this, but as a single parent for over 8 years now, I don't have time to maintain 100,000 private conversations. If I can have public ones that serve me, I convert better to private ones. Then we're having a relevant conversation instead of like, what's your current goals for 2020? I don't know you. You just walked up to me on the street. And one community hashtag. What hashtag are we doing? Social Media Week Lima 2020? Is that, or 2022? What the hell year are we in? Oh, we're already in 2022. Okay. One peer or parallel business. I already told you that, but a parallel business would be a recruiter, and they're networking with a resume writer. Maybe they don't do resumes, but they want to meet the people who they're meeting. So think about who collects. When I was running my engineering consulting business on LinkedIn, my parallel or peer business was I found a past president of the National Association of Environmental Managers. He had collected all the environmental managers from Target to Kraft to, I don't know, I think I even worked with ADM, who's in this area, or at least in Indiana or Illinois. The point is, that's not the point. All that networking got me contracts with Rolls-Royce, with Kraft, because I networked to him. He's the one that had the relationships. I needed to create a great relationship between me and him, and I still have a relationship, and I started that relationship in 2000. Literally, the year 2000, I started that relationship because I saw that on LinkedIn, he collected everybody. He was like, I'm a connector. Okay, and then 2 past, current, and I know you don't know who your future clients is, but somebody's like expressing interest, publicly engage with them if they're making content. Okay, and that's the results. I literally was like, trust me, and then send me a screenshot. So this is not from a LinkedIn person posting on LinkedIn, which some people are like, oh, you're talking about LinkedIn. I grew an environmental engineering consulting business, but this is from somebody else who's a technical IT, and they said that it works. And that's actually the person that came back and said they made $1 million. And this is the strategy, 5 comments a day. Barely any posting. You look at my content, I haven't posted in a month. Because I don't have to post every day. I don't have to. Because I want to have time. It's not a matter of if. When I lost my dog, it was the worst year of my life. I actually was distraught, and I had a hard time posting that year, and I only posted 4 times that whole year, but I maintained my entire business network. Because I could still comment. I could still go out and support. I could still do these 5 comments a day. But I took the pressure off me. So it's like attending a conference every single day. Okay, public conversations convert to private. All right, I think this is a final contestant for the Fox. We might need a guy. Come on, what? Can anyone do this? Come on, one more contestant. Who wants a Fox? We've got Rich. Woo, do it. I've got only 10 minutes left. Oh yeah, I know, run. You're kind of forced to have the last emotion, by the way. There's only 3 emotions. Which one did we not do?
I got it. Playful.
Wait, I already did playful. Oh no, which one is it? Pressure. I'm feeling the pressure of the last 10 minutes. That's the story. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I felt the pressure of you have to post every day. Kind of like Crystal's talk was talking about, you have to do this, you have to do that. I got so much advice for how to run my business, and then I was like, stop it. I know how to do sustainability. That's my master's degree. I literally studied and worked with companies on how to build sustainable companies, ones that last, ones that aren't going to be on the stock market forever. They don't want to close. I don't want my business to close. I want to be sustainable. I don't want your businesses to close. I want you all to be sustainable. This is what I do, and I know Crystal was like, don't do what somebody else does. I'm just kidding. But if you want to have even a little sliver of sustainability, that's why I'm talking about building this house. I want you to last. I want whatever business you're running to last. Okay, last one, evergreen content. It lasts. It will serve you. It will last. That's why I only post like once a month. That's how I was able to post 4 times that year that I was really struggling. A post on LinkedIn will last about 1 week. Mostly everywhere, is that? I mean, okay, on Instagram, Facebook, I don't know how long everything lasts, but let's just give it a week. For now, I do know that my content on LinkedIn will last about a week based on my own results and my clients. But I can make a newsletter LinkedIn article last for years. I still have clients finding my LinkedIn article from 2019, and it converts clients. They'll be like, I found this article, it was great, I read it, and it converted me. Because you can fill in a freaking article with all the amazing funnel and links and all the things if they want to find out more. So powerful. And I mean, look, that one has like 37,000 views, and an article through my newsletter has 30,000. I'm not giving up visibility. I'm holding the audience of I think my following is at 40,000. That's some good numbers for visibility, and it lasts. Thank you. So why do I want to spend all this time and effort just looking popular or being I kind of sometimes want to be an influencer, but I'd rather just be sustainable, take a week vacation with my kid who has already fallen asleep. I know. I'm so glad all of you are awake. He really is. He's down for the count. He's not. Oh, thank you. Okay, LinkedIn newsletter. You all need to know about it. You got to turn on creator mode, which again, you have to save for tomorrow's talk. But we've got the engine driving the distribution. LinkedIn is taking this off your plate. You don't even have to do it. LinkedIn is sending them all, your subscribers, an email. They will get your whole newsletter in an email. They'll get your links, they'll get your YouTube, whatever you put in this newsletter, they're going to get it in their email. They're going to send them a notification, and LinkedIn will literally grow your subscribers. There's Andy Cristodino. He has grown 150,000 subscribers on his newsletter, and he has 30,000 followers on his personal profile. LinkedIn pushes this out. I don't know how long, but for now, take advantage of it. There's another woman who has a newsletter called Mindset Matters. I think her name is Gemma. I don't remember her last name off the top of my head, but these are people that she has 500,000 subscribers, and I think she's maybe at 90 or 100,000 followers. But these newsletters are being promoted by LinkedIn. LinkedIn's like pushing them. Follow this newsletter, subscribe to this news. You don't have to do any work. You can sit back on the couch, watch Stranger Things. I don't know, that's what I just watched. Okay, LinkedIn articles are the train cars that go behind it. So you still have to write the article. Your knowledge still has to come out of your head, but LinkedIn's the engine. They're gonna take it. They're gonna be like, choo-choo, this is great. We love what you just wrote. Inside of these LinkedIn articles, you can put images, GIFs, embedded content. You can embed podcasts. So that's just, if you want to take a screenshot, that's all you have to do to build this newsletter. You want to build this engine? That's all. You have to fill in 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Upload an image. 4 things. This would take you, less than 10 minutes if you just did it really fast? That's it. That's building a newsletter, this one page. You're done. You're all done. Okay, so I am at maybe about 12,000 subscribers now because LinkedIn's pushing it out. I get to sit back and relax, and these are my train cars right there. And LinkedIn literally even makes it look like a little train. I don't know. I got this analogy, and I ran with it in my clip art here, so. But you all feel good about newsletters? Do you understand them now? Are you ready to lean into evergreen? Build one. I only wrote one article for 2019, one. And it still brings me business today. So that's it. Like, it's not this crazy, you have to hustle. It sounds fun to hustle, but it wears me out. Boo to hustle. Okay, they fill the pipeline. You can embed YouTube videos. You can embed podcasts. You can link your calendar. You can put a webinar. You can put live video and audio replays. Opt-ins. If you're selling a book, Gemma's right now selling her book through her LinkedIn newsletter and articles. It's powerful. There, that's my calendar. So I include my calendar just like that at the bottom of my newsletter. I said, hey, you want to work together? Here you go. So that way I never miss out on somebody reading that newsletter and saying, aha, I want to work with her. Don't make it hard for people to work with you. Make it super easy. Slip and slide. All right. Oh, we have a wheel of emotions. It's my wheel now. I get to do whatever I want. Okay, I have more jokes, but I want to give you one more thing, is fast action traction, because I only have 5 minutes left. Are you all ready to take fast action traction? That's your game. You all have to go play fast action traction. Number 1, follow the social media marketing, oh my goodness. Social Media Week Lima 2022. I cannot get this hashtag. You have to go follow it right now. I would love a follow on hashtag FoxRocks, but I really want you to do the first one. Post a photo from this event with 3 things you learned. You can all do that, right? You can do it. The next one is fast action traction. Write 2 comments on LinkedIn today. Somebody in here has posted on LinkedIn underneath this hashtag. Go find this hashtag, go add to the group, add to this conversation. And they're all numbered 1 because they're that important. Connect with each other. You can use a fancy QR code, which I know we were like, what? But I do have a QR code. Oh, I have a fox. That's cute. Oh, that's my GIF. If you want to look where the QR code is on LinkedIn, you can all QR each other. It's at the top. That's LinkedIn at the top, by the way. It's right there. You have to press in the search. It's kind of weird. Whatever. Just connect with each other. But that's my QR code, if you want to connect with me. But it's also easy to spell. Judi-Fox. And I forgot. I did all of a sudden at the end of the be like, oh my gosh, but wait, there's more. On your LinkedIn profile, I don't want to forget, they just added the ability to put a link at the top of your profile. That is super cool. So I put my 20 LinkedIn post prompts. I use these for my LinkedIn newsletter. The one I said I wrote in 2019, and I use these for my clients. I have a venture capitalist. We took her from only getting 100 views. She has 2,000 followers, 100 views per post. We started writing articles. We started doing everything I just said. She's now getting 10,000 to 20,000 views, and she's starting from 2,000 followers. It's not just me. Like, this works. Have I convinced you all? Thank you. Woo! Okay, I think I have one more joke. What is a pirate's favorite letter? It's an easy one. You thought it'd be the R, but it's actually the C. Okay, thank you.